Akai, but it changed. So they don't pick that Joy, but Namibia will still stick to the Loi pick here. Oh, it's interesting.
Okay, so I think Joy is still disabled. That's the reason, right? Because it's not going to be picked up by any of these teams. I do feel like that might be the reason as to why they actually remade it. Joy, you can't play it yet.
Maybe they banned Joy because it hasn't been played in the official tournament for maybe the M series, right? So maybe we have to wait for Joy to comes out, but we don't know. We didn't get the information. But for the current match, we have Loi and Akai for Namibia. Clean. Let's see. Clean, who can take the first early game here. For Namibia, I think could be the key for them to, trying to dominate the gold lane here.
Definitely, right? Picking up the Clint up against the Claude, a very good matchup for Namibia's gold laner, especially considering they have such a mobile jungler. This Akai is going to cause a lot of problems, but Cambodia have already responded to it with a very good pick for themselves. This Benedetta has been the response, has been the counter pick towards that Akai, but usually we see this Benedetta in the jungle. Currently, if we take a look at Cambodia, they do have Boom on this Benedetta with the Petrify. Again, they can obviously still swap it. They can still use it as a flex pick going into the second phase. But Namibia, they're already trying to ban out the junglers, the other junglers for Oppi. Ling going to be banned out by Namibia as they have already picked up a jungler for themselves. They're now starting to narrow that down. Cambodia now with the first ban in the second phase. Second ban.
Yeah, it's Sling. Sling has been banned out from Namibia. So maybe we haven't seen real jungler coming from Cambodia here because their pick is quite flexible. Benedetta could be the jungler, Valentina could be the jungler as well, but Valentina could be the mid lane and even the roamer. Benedetta also can go into the XP lane here. Meanwhile, she also can be the roamer for Cambodia, but obviously Cloud will go into the gold lane here, and there will be no Matilda for our first game here, and no Hayabusa. Namibia, they are totally respect with the jungler option that Cambodia could pick, so they just ban out these assassins.
Yeah, Mathilda has really been like a key in a lot of these games competitively, right? Because of just how mobile she is, how much lane prio she can give out, just with the wave manipulation, having such good wave clear and so good base stats in the early stage of the game. You don't really need to build that damage to actually deal damage early on. We can already see a heavy emphasis on that roaming position with the Lolita banned out as well, but Namibia is going to try to pick up that Kufra here. A good hero up against both the Benedetta and the Valentina.
Oh, but there's really a fast pick that coming from Cambodia. It's between Atlas and also Angela. If they want to try to babysit all of the lane here, they can try to pick Angela because more shield from Angela, it means more protection for Cambodia. They will have more, more time to just do the team fight here. But Carmilla is gonna be the jungler from Cambodia, so Benedetta will go into the XP lane here, and the roamer will go for Angela.
Carmilla in the jungle, something that we have seen many times as well. Not in competitive play just yet though, but in rank. I think if you guys have been playing ranked in the last 2 weeks, you've definitely seen this hero, but man!
X-Borg!
The X-Borg pick here by Team Namibia. And I do believe it's going to be an XP lane X-Borg, a Kai in the jungle here for Team Namibia. So for both of these teams, it's done. It's wrapped up for the drafts for game number 1. We'll see who takes the dub here, but Momo-chan, based on the drafts, who do you think has it?
I really like the combo that coming from Carmilla and also Cloud. Carmilla with the Curse of Blood, and the combo comes from the Blazing Duet from Cloud. It's very, very perfect team fight for Cambodia. Especially they have Angela. So, when Angela used the Poppy Boom, the Heart Guard, it will be a long, very, very long team fight for Cambodia. And Namibia, they seems they don't have any lock hero except Akai. So if Akai got bursted down by Cambodia, it means it's gonna be a GG team fight for Namibia.
And this Claude is now very important to Cambodia's success.
Especially for the gold lane, right?
Exactly.
For the first, maybe for in the first game, in the early game, you know, need some time for Cloud to farm up. But yeah, it's gonna be the rotation coming from Cambodia.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to jump into the Land of Dawn for game number 1, match number 1. Cambodia on the blue side, Namibia on the red. Numeraholic already here, getting invaded by the Angela. T trying to do as much as possible. He might be able to steal it away, but it's still going to be Numeraholic who picks it up. T going to be hit down, forced to back up. Early on, very good plays already by both of the sides.
Okay, we'll see. But now, okay, it's already, there's some aggressive movement coming from Cambodia here, and the first blood goes into the Cambodia side, and I think it's gonna be 2 members down from Namibia here.
It's very too aggressive, honestly, looking at it right now. Team Namibia went for a very good trade early on. They were actually able to dish out quite a bit of damage towards the Cambodian players, but then they overstayed. 2 members ended up dying there in that skirmish. And again, we have to take a look at Boom here, who's on the Benedetta. Valentina as well here for Team Cambodia that can really just snowball early on. Boom clearing out the waves, going to be ganked here by Numeraholic, but has the dashes to get out. The flickers come in, but it's a bit too late. Boom gets out. And now Lutu is going to be in the midst of it all in a 1v4, still able to sustain so much HP back in. Boom comes in once again, picking up a kill. And it's a 3-0 start for Team Cambodia.
Wow. Okay, did you see how Boom trying to manage the team fight just now? The skirmish between Boom and also everyone coming from Namibia. But look at that. From Kufra, he's still trying to punish Boom, but we know how hard to catch Benedetta, right? He can still dive out and dive in wherever she wants, and it's not easy for Namibia to catch up these kind of heroes.
And now it becomes a disaster, honestly, for Team Namibia. We mentioned early on that the early game is where you need to be very careful up against impunity, up against Cambodia here. And you can already see they're utilizing this early game really well. Alpi is actually going to be in the gold lane. Lutu picking up that purple buff. Numeraholic completely zoned away from his own jungle as Entropy is going to be caught, immobilized down, tied up by T on that Angela. Numeraholic level 3, 2 levels down. 3 levels down. Oh my goodness, it's such a one-sided game so far, 4-0.
For the first maybe 3 minutes, yeah, it's a little bit disaster for Namibia, because everything whatever they do actually, it's kind of a little bit got countered by Cambodia here. So they kind of a little bit lost for the first 3 minutes, and every skirmish that Cambodia's open, it just goes to, you know, bad thing for Namibia.
Deja has that heavy spin. Boom again, cutting the waves, trying to sandwich Entropy and Slasher VT. Deja doing a really good job zoning the other members away for Boom to cut the waves and to just create some more pressure to play around the map with. They might actually be looking for a dive right now. Heavy spin catching 2. Entropy can be pinned down, but look at the damage coming in from the dispersion. Not enough to take him down. Boom still able to get out with the help of the hard guard. And it's once again Cambodia who picks up a free trade. Down below, Subscop on the Clint, solo killed by Opie.
Okay, it's really it's a bit weird for me, because you know how struggle Cloud in the early game, right? But he can solo kill that clean out. So I think it's kind of a little bit a bad situation for Subscope here, because he doesn't have any answer how to stop this OP to get the first kill.
Well, now they're only looking to push on even further in the jungle, picking up the purple buff. Numeraholic 4 levels down, won't be able to do anything here in that jungle position. Numeraholic, I don't think he's been able to get anything, any of those. Crazy, look at this, the diversion play up top. Ooh! It's an amazing ambush by Team Cambodia. 1-0 once again. Boom gonna be able to jump in with the final blow. Entropy gonna be caught with a bouncing ball as well, but will be taken down by Boom. Picking up the mega kill, diving in. They are not giving Namibia any space to play. Under the tier 1, they pick everyone up.
And there's no 2-point kill coming from Namibia. Like I said it earlier, it's just the snowballing for Cambodia. They're really dominating the first game, the first 5 minutes.
Domination might be an understatement here. What Cambodia are doing currently, it's a stomp so far. Namibia need to find some space to actually farm up, and you can see from the replay here, Momo-chan, this dive, you know you're ahead when you can just pull this off without taking any damage.
I know, right? It's kind of hard actually for Namibia. Like I said it earlier, they only have Clean. But Clean will stay in the lane here, trying to punish OP. But you know, OP has a lot of escape ability here. He has that sprint. He also has the battle mirror image, right, to help him comes out. But look at that Lutu with the curse of blood coming through to punish. Oh, remember in the mid lane, and 2-point kill for Cambodia.
Well, it's about to be more here. Entropy gonna be caught. That's going to be a stun coming in as well. Say goodbye to Zubskop as he is going to fall under the base turret. Lutu tanking up a storm, but it doesn't matter. They're still able to get out of turret range. And in the mid lane, tier 2 going to be targeted by Team Cambodia, by OP on the Claude, who has finished his core items on the Claude 6 minutes in the game. It's a 10,000 gold lead in 6 minutes of game time.
And the gold differences is just way too much here. 10k gold differences, and look at that Numro. He's being forced to use that Hurricane Dance to just get out from the boom site. Okay, and the Blazing Duet comes in. There you go. It's just too, you know,
too painful.
Too painful, yeah.
Deal with. Look, if Zubskop gets bursted down, you can kind of understand. If Dumraholic gets melted down as a tank by this Claude, by Deja on the Valentina, by anyone on this team, that's a problem. Namibia, 16 kills down, 0 kills on the board. And it just feels like Cambodia are going to try their best to end it quick. 7 minutes in, remember.
Yeah, and they already get 5 turrets in their hands. So look at that, Deja trying to find someone who's hiding inside the bush, but you only find that Numro was hiding there. And look at the item here for the Cloud. He already has the golden staff and also the demon hunter sword. Especially if you compare to Clean, he just finished his endless battle and maybe will go for the blade of despair.
This, look at it, 4,000 gold on the Clint. Only with an endless battle compared to a Claude, who is a late game hero who's already finished the golden staff. Remember, those are the core items for OP right now as they look for a dive once again. Slasher VT coming in for the damage, but will just back off with the flicker. That last insanity not doing anything, clearing out the wave a bit, but it's Team Cambodia who's looking for another siege in the mid lane.
Yeah, I know, and Slasher doesn't want to take a risk, but oh my god, here comes the final blow, and also the Blessing Duet combo with the Curse of Blood coming from Luto. It suddenly destroyed 4 members from Namibia.
8 minutes, Momo-chan currently. Impunity. Team Cambodia gonna look for the end right now as they tank up the mini waves. Last Insanity by Slasher VT, clearing it up, buying a little bit more time for Team Namibia to respawn. Zubskop back up, but Team Cambodia just goes for the mid lane base turret, taking 2 base turrets down before the Lord spawns in the Land of Dawn.
And I even think that they don't need that Lord though. With the
looking at it now, yeah.
With the lane management coming from Cambodia here, I'm pretty sure that they are so aware with the minions lane here. So yeah, look at that Boom always trying to do the split push here, clear the minion as soon as possible, trying to make all the lane works perfectly for Cambodia here. And even they already infighting Namibia jungler.
This is an absolute disaster for Team Namibia right now.
And it's 13k gold lead for Cambodia.
13k gold lead in 9 minutes. And you know, like you said, maybe they don't need the Lord, but the Lord definitely helps in the end, right? It definitely is going to help them out to end the game as fast as possible. With this Lord taken down and with the wave manipulation that they already have, they can just go straight at it. Lutu can constantly just open up the map without having to care. This is a very tanky Carmilla. This is a Carmilla who is currently, my goodness, 5 levels ahead of the enemy jungler. And now, bottom side, base turret's passive going to be taken down. Mid lane, Lord's going to be marching in. Impunity looking for the end in the 10th minute of the game. Let's see with a heavy spin popped in. Deja going to be able to zone the other members away. Entropy going to be chained, pinned down onto the wall, as that's going to be Oppi targeting the base down to secure game number 1 in a very dominant fashion. An absolute stomp in game 1.